Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ZSR2. Today we've got ourselves the grand finals of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Tournament, Max Rando Tournament 2026 here. We've got ourselves Toplife versus Oboe. I'm Star, and joining me on comms is Alendar. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're finally into the finals after a little week of vacation here, and we're going to be doing what should be a really close match. I mean, it's the finals. It's a best of five. It's bound to be close at this point, but it's so far the story of the tournament has been who could beat Oboe, and the answer is nobody.
Yep,
But
having made it all the way to finals, and Toplife, of course, also a formidable runner. Should be an interesting matchup here.
yeah, either way, this is going to be a new tournament winner. I mean, that typically happens on Max Raid, and we get some craziness with new people, and we're off with 5 lives.
Okay, 5 lives, Life Reflect. I think that was a 4 gem. That's a 2 gemmer. Sorry.
Bolt Runner's immediately going to do a check of the red iron knuckles, see if it's worth doing a farm.
Yeah. And I also started with either up stab or down stab. I didn't quite catch which.
It's up.
Thank you.
Yeah, and an immediate, well, Topplife having some issues, but Oboe immediately finding that those red iron knuckles are junk. Can be tricky to take them down, get them off the platform at attack 1. It takes about a dozen hits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but 500 bags in the small enemy pool. There's our XP farm.
That's a very nice find for sure.
Got Bagu's woods scattered throughout this kind of a mess of a mountain.
Yeah, this is rather an ugly looking mountainous map, that's for sure. Which mountainous maps do tend to be a bit that way. It looks like we're kind of starting in the northwest corner here.
Yeah, plenty of options as far as where to go. We got a south route and a road off to the east here. And a second palace so far. It's a no item 1.
Okay, well, might be a nice and easy gem at least as we pick up a heart container off Bagu. Cool, it's not a 3 heart seed, although these runners can do with just 1. It's actually given to 5 lives, but it's nice to have a bit extra.
Yeah, what's really nice for Toplife is finding Bagu early when the woods are isolated means that you're not going to have to check all these forest tiles. Probably going to save, honestly, a couple minutes over Oboe.
Who's going to wander around and check everything? Yep.
It's
Okay,
like
so Saria not required to pass through to get to places like it sometimes is in the mountainous map, because the game does like to do that.
It's like the water. Rude. It's like the water in the fountain. Sometimes you don't gotta go far.
That one's just.
Oboe's picking it up though. We'll save a little bit of time if he decides he wants to go back north. Oh no, there's boots under the table. That's right. We need water for Bagus. No, well, we're not doing that. Boots not going to be terribly useful in a mountain, but we'll see what's going on in the east.
Yep. We'll have to find out. Could be any number of things. We, of course, don't know just yet.
Oboe with a trophy. Who knows whether that's useful or not.
Yep, too early to say since we haven't found Rando yet, but it is nice to find it before you find the town so you don't have to worry about backtracking if that comes up.
Yeah, at this point, even if it's like a pea bag or something, I think they'll probably grab it no matter what. Toplife having a little bit of difficulty with early combat here.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a death on the Dairas, but See if attack 3 is any better.
Well, and takes life 3 as well. That should help. Life attack 3 does seem to be a bit of an improvement, I think, at least.
Topplife, first one to take a magic level.
Yeah, which might help with casting the shield he just picked up.
Yeah, shield spell definitely reason enough to invest in some magic levels.
As here's Rando, speaking of the trophy from earlier. That was a very worthy trophy, because that's a flute.
Yeah, that's definitely good to pick up. Again, better to have it before you know you need it rather than having to hunt it down after the fact.
Oh, for
Topplife, though, just continues to find every single cave here in the west.
Yep. Have we found any useful hints so far? Haven't quite been keeping track of that.
Nope. Just some spell hints. No helpful hints.
As you get either red or blue jar for Topplife, not very helpful. Flute picked up for Oboe in the southwest corner here. Has boots, so I thought I might have saw a little bit of water down on the southern coast, which might be traversable with boots. Sometimes mountainous biomes like to shoehorn you that way.
Yeah, unfortunately for Topplife, instead of finding all these towns, he has found, I believe, the last of the item caves here. And
I think so, yeah. We're missing Stonehenge, and that's about it, I think.
They have had no useful items. Now, I think Topplife found, at least one of them has found grass tile, and it was... Oh,
no, that was a trophy. Got it. Never mind. Heart container for Top.
So, probably our runners are just going to be reversing what they did. Everyone's going to have everything. We still haven't found a way off this continent, though.
No, we haven't. We saw a hammer-blocked cave kind of in the general direction of Start. So that somewhere in the general area of Start, so that might be our connector. I didn't catch if it might have been just a regular pass-through or not, but maybe that. It doesn't look like there's a bridge or raft on the southern coast here.
Yeah, if it is
Never mind, as I say that, there it is. And Rando's a P-back town. Okay, we don't care.
I'd be really tempted to go get 3 possible hints in a P-bag, but...
Water tile right next to the raft tile, which could be great for Oboe, not so great for Topplife. That's a 2-item 2.
Red Jar Town about face.
And Fairy Spell Town is notably more useful. And hey, old Granny's lets us in on 6 jars, so we'll take it. Well, Cross is not the worst this early, at least.
Yeah, I like to say bad things about the Cross, and then I also like to get hit by Moas, so... Fortunately for Oboe, he's got all these items. Unfortunately, he still hasn't found Bagus, where I was talking about of getting lucky and finding him early can save a ton of time. He has checked, like, every forest tile.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how castable is Fairy? One cast per life.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, not a surprise here. Both of these runners have been very aggressively doing palaces this whole tournament. Just putting their foot on the gas. I think we'll see Topplife do, given that up A, probably at least P1 here.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's found P1 yet that I can recall, but he'll... Because they kind of took opposite routes in the west. Top went counterclockwise, and Oboe went clockwise, more or less.
Oh, he's gonna check downstab guy.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. I missed... Oboe is now doing the item caves that Top was doing earlier.
Unfortunately for him, shield spell and a bunch of junk is going to be his reward. Getting
Yeah,
some
the
levels at
CD
least
West
up
was
to,
not great.
he'll probably be 414 shortly.
Heart container number 5 for top, which, okay. Oh no, 6, sorry. 6 hearts for top. Okay, not terribly helpful again.
Death Mountain with the down stab.
Oh, that's a little rude.
That's not where you want to be. Especially considering we have no idea how to get there.
Nope. And Barbara Sleuths with a medicine. I don't remember what that was blocking off the top of my head. Oops.
We do have a 3 or 6 available right next to start.
Yeah, what was on Mito again? I don't remember what the spell item was. Because that was right at the start, and I was trying to keep track of a couple other things at the time.
It was a junk item.
Okay, so we don't really.
I think it was a junk item. I don't actually remember. I might be wrong. Okay, so as expected, Top Life gonna go into Palaces here with Fairy. Probably gonna try and pick up a magic level shortly because only one cast of Fairy Pro Life stinks.
Oh, this room is fun with the bouncing blocks. As Oboe is discovering, yep, the item caves on the west are pretty much all garbage that we've seen so far.
Yeah, you gotta check them, but... Mito is Hammer.
Okay, so thanks for catching that, Patrick. That's very good to know.
Ooh, yeah, a nice timely magic level for Top Life. Gonna recover his magic. Looks like he's taking up A anyway, but that might be enough to cast Fairy twice.
And Patrick says probably that he thinks that their trophy cave is Hammer Block. That would make sense because I know we do have that Hammer Block cave near start. And we don't know what that is just yet, but I could see that being Trophy Cave for sure.
Oboe sort of wisely doing a little bit of a check there across the coast, making sure there aren't any locations hiding along the coast. That's definitely a way you can lose checks. Gets rewarded with $100 for those Swamp Walk.
Yeah, that's not great, but yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the sneaky tricks about a mountainous biome is they can occasionally force you to walk along the coast to get somewhere.
And as expected, a quick P1 for Top Life. Gets 300 is the boss reward, so gonna have a double level here.
300 not too bad, especially because we're on a 2-gemmer, so we're going to be a little restricted on levels today.
Yeah, the good news is they have gotten some pretty decent safety. Shield spell, 6 bars of life, and magic. So they should be able to navigate GP with 4 lives per continue. They should be able to navigate GP pretty well on something low, like 445. Yeah, and immediate P6 for Top Life. Not trying to do any excess exploration, just put your foot on the gas and hope GP doesn't require you to have something. And that Magic 3 was enough to go down to 2 casts of Fairy Pro Life. It's going to be very helpful immediately as we find a spot where he would have had to take a death otherwise.
And first item in 3 is a P-Bag, which, not great.
Yep, Top Life, well, he was thinking about going through and going through the effort to get it, but without some magic, not going to happen. I don't think that death was intentional, but now that he's taken it, maybe he does go for the P-Bag? Looks like no. There we go. Gets the Dire Jump the second time.
Okay. On the other side, Oboe's kind of wandered down to the southern coast here on the east, which appears to be a vanilla-like. And no, there's the Valley of Death entrance, which that's actually a really short Valley of Death. This makes sense to just go see what this palace is.
Man, and this P6 is flooded with key doors.
I thought this was 3. I'm pretty sure we saw the window panes
Did
earlier.
we see a window? I just sort of assumed it was P6 because of how long it was. Topplife
No,
is.
we saw the window panes, not the bars earlier.
Okay. Topplife was trying to take a death. I don't think he realized immediately that now that he has Magic 3, he does have 2 casts per level, but unfortunately, yeah, he's going to have to go up here. Looks like, well, at least one of the Lizalfos was 500 for Oboe. Killed it in the dark, so we didn't get to see what color, but Oboe got a level and just going to up A. I think Oboe's going to be on the same plan as Topplife, just do these 2 Western Palaces.
Yeah, that makes sense here. We know that it was P5 in the Valley of Death, so we still haven't found GP. I'm not sure we saw either of the Eastern Palaces. Or even the other 2 Eastern Palaces. Otherwise, since we don't know where GP is, and that could be a big stinker here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Topplife coming to the conclusion, I don't know whether there was 100% unclearable, but it looks like it might be a glove blocked P3. Hey,
yeah,
sorry.
P5 was no items, so yeah, Oboe wasn't going to bother looking in P5 for no items, and a gem he really doesn't need to spend the time in P5 on.
Yeah. Sorry, providing value, Topplife has determined this is the fastest way to get down to the south end, either to go east or to try and find the remaining towns he's missing.
Gonna pick up his boots on the way as well, which makes sense.
Yeah, I initially thought that that east was a caldera, but where a volcano rather for east, but it looks like there was a Valley of Death that didn't look like a volcano, so just sort of probably a vanilla lake that sort of is caldera-esque in its appearance.
I think it's a standard-ish vanilla-like, because it was a fairly open southern third of the map. It kind of started over on the eastern end of that southern side, and then Oboe kind of headed west and south, and Valley of Death is in like the west middle end of the map, from what I can remember of it.
Yeah, so bad news for Oboe. I think at 7 containers, he still only has. I think he still only has. It definitely gets hit by a bubble. Only has 1 cast of Fairy per life.
Fairy is still 57, and 7 times 16 is 112, which is not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
key doors here. Yeah, and this was that room that Oboe dropped down into when he found that drop. Or that Topplife dropped down into. So Topplife gonna be in the lead a decent amount, having done these palaces first. Probably not gonna end up double dipping east as long as GP is actually in the east. If it turns out to be on the maze, who knows?
Even then, our maze connector is probably on the east, or it's east to DM to the maze. Our maze connector is probably on the east, or it's east to DM to the maze, because we're not finding it on the west by the looks of it.
Yeah, but we could still get some. I enjoy chaos in these seeds. Let's see a required vanilla shuffle DM leading to the maze, right?
It would be fitting for finals. It's always fun to watch. Maybe not so much to play a vanilla shuffle DM.
Yep. I feel like for the finals we need to get at least 1 race with vanilla shuffle DM, at least 1 0 gem turbo seed, and at least 1 hot mess. Those are sort of the staples of Max Rando. So far, this one has been pretty tame.
Yeah, fairly decent start. Not exceptionally ridiculous. Not seem not ridiculously generous, not super sparse, kind of a middle of the road. Map's been decent. Palaces are okay.
Yeah,
It's not a turbojet. It's not terrible at the moment, at least. It's in the middle. As immediate helmet head for top life. Do you stick around and see if you can get a glove out of here?
P2, I feel like it's worth taking at least a little bit of a look.
It's 2 items too, so. As Oboe has also concluded that P3 is glove blocked by the looks of all accounts, and is off to P1.
Alright. 200 and 300, plenty enough to give Top Life his last double level, so this is almost certainly going to land him on 445. This is final levels for the seed, barring any sort of weirdness. One thing about 445 is that, like, if you get into GP that low, yeah, he's going to hold off until the attack level. When you get into GP that low, like you can like accidentally get some extra levels of GP. You know, you get 1,000 points from killing a T-bird or something, and you're well on your way.
Yeah, it's possible sometimes. I noticed our bosses were dropping 300 points. So 300 point P bag is what Horsehead dropped, so. Yeah, T-Bird might help with that a bit, but we'll see.
First thing we need to find at this point is, where's GP?
Yeah, that's really the pressing thing, because we've got... with this being Max Rando, T-Bird's not guaranteed. There's a glove block is still quite a possibility, but you know, you at least want to know how much you need to do still to just find GP. Like, if it's in DM or the maze, that changes the math versus just it's on the east. We saw the southern, like, 2/3 of the map of the east for Oboe earlier. We didn't see the northern side at all, I don't think, so nobody's been up there yet. Which I think we're still missing a couple of palaces. We've got Risen P-Back Cave here, I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, we've seen 5 in the valley, all 3 western palaces. But I don't think we've seen either of the eastern palaces, or if we have, I don't remember them.
Yeah, I don't recall either. I know we saw Valley of Death, obviously. We don't remember either of the other two. Okay, and our tracker confirms it's just P5 on the east. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
This is a long walk through a narrow path in the swamp for Oboe.
Yeah, Oboe taking this route down. Top Life's decision to go through Sorry looks like it saved quite a bit of time. Coming down out
this
of
one's
here.
just kind of slow.
Wow, man, Oboe still hasn't found Bagu. And it's just checking all of these forests.
And unfortunately, it's right near start, because Top Life found it like 3 minutes in.
Yeah, you just go south at the start, was all you had to do, but...
if you just... It's unfortunately one of those cases sometimes in Z2R where you just walk slightly in the wrong direction, and you proceed to spend the next 10 minutes combing the entire map looking for the thing you just didn't quite walk in the right direction for.
$300 off a desert tile, and nope, this is not the hidden tile.
Nope.
These 300s are gonna get Top Life a level though.
Yeah, not gonna complain for sure, given that he has now placed all his gems and has gotten it, so has to get all his remaining levels the hard way. As he now finds a Valley of Death, Nobu's gonna stick his head in P2.
We still haven't found any kind of a way over to the eastern end of this east.
Didn't the raft tile take us to the eastern coast?
Sorry, the western end of the east. Well, there's
we saw the southwest corner, but we haven't seen the far northern side of the map.
Yeah, there's like a whole section that's like missing off in the northwest.
Yeah, because I like to think of vanilla-like east as divided into approximately thirds north-south, and we've seen the southern 2/3, and we haven't seen the northernmost part.
Yeah, sometimes one of the thirds can be really narrow, especially the middle third sometimes.
Yeah, and I think the middle third in this case is basically the Valley of Death and not much else, which is pretty common. But I vaguely remember there being a narrow path in a northward direction, kind of over by the raft tile that I don't think either of them took, so that might be our solution to getting north. I just missed it, whatever the item that Oboe just got out of 2 was. Dash, okay, that's not terrible to find.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate on Magic 2, but he could pick up some magic level to hurry if he wants.
Or chat's disagreeing as to whether it was dash or jump.
It's dash.
And there's a blue jar, which we don't care about at all, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so there was this this path going north from over by the raft tile, because that was old and new Kasuto side by side. Here's GP. Okay.
Hey, okay.
2557 GP entry for top.
Yeah.
Oboe might be right behind him because he's heading up the same way.
If anyone wants to make a new sprite for Dash, let me know. We no longer are bound by the technical limitation that led to that boot arrow before.
Oh, and Oboe's heading north. Oboe, don't head north from P4. You want to head south, kind of head southeast of P4 there, because that's where GP... Southwest, sorry, of P4, because that's where GP is. Says, oh, we're not going that way.
We could... Oh, no, sorry, we don't have glove. I was going to say, we have upstab, but...
Yeah, we started with upstab, but we don't have a glove. We did find Darunia for Oboe. I didn't catch what the item here... gloves there, apparently. Thanks, chat!
Okay, well... Any advantage Topplife has now been eradicated. Although they don't have a kit, so...
No, but Oboe's gonna grab that hint, because he definitely wants to get that.
Oh, yeah. He's hanging out next door.
Never
mind. Refuses to give us a quest.
Never mind! That's just funny, gang.
Okay, so Topplife at this point is gonna have to hope that we get the rare glove not required. He's got options so far.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, not that way.
Options increasingly limited at this point.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, Darunia is really not far from here. It's just a quick trip up the coast. Although how fast Topplife finds it might depend on how exactly he chooses to route here, as Oboe's done the opposite, where he found Darunia but bypassed GP on the way up the coast, so...
Potential bad news for Topplife. I'm pretty sure he
Thunderspell.
just confirmed...
Okay, yeah, that's everything Oboe needs.
I believe Toplife's routing has now confirmed that this is a reconstructed GP. If I was following this correctly. Which is a hot mess. But also probably the Palace style most likely to not require the glove, as he finds another glove block. Yeah, dash costing like 1 million mana for Oboe.
Yeah, fairly common at Magic too. So I didn't catch. So the thing is, right? We don't have the fountain water for Oboe, and we didn't catch him getting the hint for it. It's in the east. Okay, thanks, chat.
Yeah, but Oboe does still need to find GP.
No, Patrick. The Risen Pigback Cave south of the raft tile was a heart container. It was actually a magic jar for, I'm pretty sure, since, it just looks funny on Toplife's side because of his sprite, I think. Although I might be wrong.
Toplife continuing to find ways to go here in this GP.
Which could be good or bad, given what we know from Oboe's side.
Okay, this is new. We've got a right and a left here. There was a drop early on that he didn't take as well. So, yeah, not risking the lava, just cast fairy. A wise decision.
Yeah. Oh, here's a bridge to DM. Yeah, we're
Bye,
not
DM.
going there. Yeah, we're gonna leave that for now.
If it was the maze, I'm sure you'd check the palace, but
It's DM
unless downstab ends up being required, we are not going to see any more of DM.
No, we don't really care at this point.
We are seeing so much of GP without access to glove, though.
Yeah, which is interesting, because this could be great or it could be terrible for Toplife, and we of course don't know where T-Bird is either. As there's a glove block. Speaking of,
that's good news though, because he has seen the other side of that glove block already.
Okay, so that's good.
That is reducing the number of glove blocks he has to worry about, not increasing.
Okay, and that was just a jar and sunken P-Bag Cave for Oboe. And you might be right on where the water... Now, I could have sworn Oboe also checked sunken Risen P-Bag Cave, Patrick, because that was right next to the raft town, and I'm pretty sure they both checked it, so... But Oboe is going to last location GP here. He's gone every which way except the one. It just was a little too far east to spot GP on the way to P4. It is now at the other end of the map.
Yeah, it looks like our maze entrance is going to be in...
DM.
Yeah, and that's a glove block. Well, a jump and glove block room for Toplife. He has neither of those things. A jump block could still be another potential issue as well. Neither runner knows where that is.
Yep. Yeah, okay, and maybe I'm just confused then, Patrick, because if water was in east, then we have... Okay, so that might... Sorry, I'm not trying to be... It just might be just...
Yeah.
It's always a little hard to keep track when you've got this many things happening. But yeah. Could have sworn Oboe checked it, but maybe he died in the Risen P-Back Cave earlier, as there's GP for Oboe finally.
Yeah, only...
So, 32:35, so about 4.5 minutes 6.5 minutes behind on GP entry.
Yeah, which in exchange for Thunder and a glove is gonna feel like it's worth.
No,
gonna check the drop. Check the drop! Nobody wants to check the drop.
Of course not.
Did so many variations on that room trying to get it to work properly, and no one wants to drop.
And Oboe knows where Thunder is, but does not have Thunder yet, to clarify.
Oh, okay.
That's what we've been chatting with Patrick about, is where the water is.
Toplife found the other end of that upstab required room, so you can cross that off his list.
That's good, as we're going to see the first of Oboe go through a glove blocked room here. One of our waffles.
A lot of these glove block rooms that Toplife's seen, he has found both ends of. So not actually that many glove blocks to worry about. Although I don't think we've seen the other end of this room that Oboe's in. nor have we seen the left from Top Life here, so new paths all around.
Yep. Although right now, Oboe, yep, getting stuck in a bit of a chicken sandwich. This room is not nice.
Yeah, Oboe has to worry a little bit about having 2 fewer hearts than Top Life. Birds are slightly deadlier. All right, Top Life forced to take it up A. Let's see the drop. Let's do it. Nope. Gonna go left immediately. This is also reasonable. When in doubt, gamble on lefts.
And nope. And isn't taking the drop. Okay. Well, out we go.
Oh, and Oboe finds that first glove block waffle leads to Thunderbird and has to up A anyway, so who knows what's the requirements to get through this GP. It's feeling like, even though the glove may be required, we may also need something else.
It's quite possible as Top Life is finding his glove real fast. Again, not too surprised this was going to be the next thing he found after GP anyway, so.
The question is, will he go back to GP immediately once he finds it?
That's a good question, because he knows that there might be a jump block. He has no idea where T-Bird is. He doesn't have Thunder either. Which, if he continues, he may, and he gets the Thunder spell, then that could be potentially helpful.
Yeah. Think this is new territory that Oboe's on? Yeah, this room. Man,
that is definitely new. I do not remember seeing this earlier.
Yep. Name that room.
Don't blame Oboe for noping out.
Rename that room the Don't Cast Jump room. No, seriously, don't cast jump. Those jumps are actually impossible.
Yeah.
Makes it much worse. It's worse than worse. It's actually impossible if you cast jump. Also, bad news. That's that same room. And Oboe on the way out. He doesn't know about the jump block, but he knows about Thunderbird, and he's going to go try and find Thunder. So we knew the required item is in the east, right? If I recall correctly.
Sorry, repeat the question. I missed it.
It's water for Thunder in the east, right?
Yeah, which Patrick thinks that Oboe missed the item out of Risen Peaback Cave right next to the raft.
Oh, Oboe has changed his mind, going back into GP Top Life. Immediately going back into GP.
Okay, so they're basically synchronized with more or less near identical inventories.
Yeah, Top Life with some more information. Oboe taking the drop. Hey, where are we going? Oh, we've been here. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so that's probably why Top Life skipped it.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Every time you see a room that could be a drop zone, you're thinking about, oh well, the drop's just gonna take me here, but sometimes it doesn't. Any drop zone room can appear, even when something doesn't drop to it. But at this point, I'd say they probably have pretty equal knowledge of GP as well. Unless there's something we haven't seen down one of the glove blocked paths, we're gonna need to either get Thunder or jump, it's looking like.
Yeah, quite possibly. I'm afraid I've kind of lost my sense of direction as per the usual, so not sure. But I do know we saw the other end of this room from that Oboe's in earlier, so this is not it.
Yeah, Top Life has seen both ends of this room. If he remembers which glove paths he's seen both ends of, that could be a big time save as well. Is he gonna take the drop? Answer no. I mean, I don't remember at this point what the ways are to get to the places that are still out. It's very difficult to keep track of a reconstructed palace like this. This is the way that leads to Thunderbird, so we know Topplife hasn't seen this way. But he's going to get some bad news in just a bit here. Yeah, and Topplife thinking about what he wants to do. Is he going to go get Thunder? Answer no. Both runners, I'm sure at this point, are just like anxiously looking at the racer. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to be dead any second now. But Oboe has the bad news that also a potential jump block. And I think we've seen everything else at this point. Will Oboe be the first one to abandon GP? No. Topplife down the hole. Figures this is the fastest way to check something else. Yeah, Thunder we can at least find pretty quickly. We have at least most of the information for Thunder. Jump, man, who knows? I'm hoping for, let's say, like a spec rock jump. Add another 20 minutes onto the seed.
Oops, sorry, I muted myself. Yeah, that's quite possible for that. We've got a number of options for jump. We've got, looking at my notes, both one item out of the item out of 4. We've got the item, potentially some items out of 6. We've got the second item in DM, which could be, as you said, that could be it. Could be the maze as well.
Yeah, who knows what the maze is? I mean, probably somewhere in DM, but you know, when you've got 2 items in the maze, 2 items in DM, as well as potentially some items in a maze palace via DM, DM starts to increasingly look like a good thing to check. I mean, Topplife with another up A, just trying to check every path that he can remember, but they are all no good.
Yep, it doesn't want to commit to leaving because once you leave, when do you come back?
Yeah, but at this point, I have to imagine that. I mean, neither runner knows, but both runners have to be suspecting. Topplife, you've seen the other end of this room. But maybe this is a shortcut to where he wants to go. I don't know.
We'll find out here. Has Oboe seen Thunderbird yet? I know Topplife has.
Yeah, Oboe saw Thunderbird right away. That was the first path through GP that he took.
Okay, so that's so both of them know where that is.
Yeah, both
I
of
wonder
them.
Once they decide to leave. Well, the thing is, Oboe doesn't have water yet. I don't think.
Yeah, they were.
Otherwise, he would have turned it in.
Basically, in the same room now. But yeah, I think between the two of them, we have seen every path that is not blocked by jump or fairy.
And it might just be, and it's coming down to just who decides to leave first.
I have to imagine it's going to be Topplife pretty soon.
Yeah, he's been in here longer. They've both seen pretty much about everything, but
Oboe going to be slightly in the lead now, just from that death from Topplife. gaining about a half a room advantage.
This room isn't much fun, that's for sure.
Yeah. At least the Bago Bagos have a good drop table. We know that there's one-ups in that pool.
And we've got the elevator here.
Oh, this is the path. Oh, Darkling. What?
Goodness. Never mind. Okay, we apparently just didn't go this way earlier, and that's it.
And unfortunately, despite the absolute insanity of this GP, Oboe is gonna win because of, I don't know, that death in that room. Who knows?
That death might have made the difference, yeah, because topplife is right behind him.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat. Oboe finishing at 45-21. Topplife gonna be right behind him. And gets the last stab in at 45-39, 18 seconds.
GG's.
One of our closest results this tournament. What a start to the finals.
Oh, for sure. Very, very, very close race here. So as we mentioned earlier, this is a best of 5. So Oboe takes game 1, but you need to win in 3 games to take the series. So we have game 2 will be this Saturday at the same time, and then games 4, and then the rest of the matches will be this weekend as well. And I will we're seeing if we can get them an interview, as we are joined by Topplife. GG.
That was a GP.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of pulse it was. I just like, yeah, I'm just going to stick it out, see if I can be lucky.
Yeah, you both had very similar early bits of the seed, but you right when Topplife went, or right when you went to get glove and the thunder information and that stuff, Oboe just went straight to sorry, it was Oboe. So my brain is melting. This race was ridiculous. Oboe just went straight to get glove, and you had gone to GP first. And so you were about 6 minutes ahead into GP, but then had to go out to get the glove. So it really just came down to a foot race in GP. And I mean, who knows what could have caused the difference there?
Yeah, getting that glove would have saved me quite a bit of time. I'm actually not totally sure because I got a little bit lost there, but I think I almost just had a jump block and a Thunderbird block.
We were convinced from watching both of you that it was going to be a jump block or a thunder block. all the way up until Oboe found Darkling.
I knew I had that left.
Yeah, it's just those reconstructed GPs are so hard to keep track of in your head, especially since you were going through so much without a glove and finding a bunch of places where you could see both ends of the room without the glove, and so you knew you didn't have to go back there later. But I would have had a rough time navigating that. It's chaos.
I spent those extra seconds just to make sure that was a room I'd seen before. I knew it was glove blocked, that upstab block from the other side. And I guess that's one of the many things. I think the biggest thing here was that I managed to die on the statue in the farming phase in the first palace I entered.
Yeah, that contributed. You were both on the same route in GP at one point, towards the end, and you had that death in the room with the bagos.
That room is horrible.
you were about half a room ahead at that point, and the death put you about half a room behind.
Yeah.
We didn't think it was going to matter, but it did.
Yeah, that might have done it, because you were so close there at the end.
Yeah, it's like I was unsure how to deal with that room. I'm pretty sure if I face that room a few times, I will be much more comfortable. But yeah, when I saw that I got blocked by the blocks and I couldn't take any damage because then I would jump into the lava, it's like, yeah, this still wasn't the right way to handle this.
Yeah, weirdly, one of the easiest ways to do that room is with the fire spell, to screen your way, but there was no fire spell in this one.
Oh, was there a dash?
Yeah, Oboe found dash spell at one point, but it remained expensive, so didn't really end up casting it much.
No, because we didn't, just because this was a 2-gemmer, it just really wasn't much opportunity to get enough of the magic levels to really make a dent in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got. Next race is going to be this weekend. I'll be there, and I'm sure most of the people here will be as well. So
yeah, it's a double-hander in the weekend if we get the Sunday.
Oh, we have to, right? It's gotta be best of 5. That's
Well, so far this tournament I haven't defeated Oboe. He has defeated me twice now.
We were joking earlier that Oboe is undefeated so far, but hey, maybe you'll pull it off. We'll have to see. Good luck for the weekend. Topplife.
Thank you.
And any last thoughts? And I'm pretty much out of questions as well. Oboe won't be joining us for an interview, but we'll see him again this weekend. And we'll be back with more then.
Yeah, thanks for setting it as up on kind of short notice. Well, it ended up being short notice.
Always fun. Thanks for letting us put you guys on Restream. Always a pleasure here. And good luck for the rest of the matches.
Thank you.
So that's going to be it here for us. Thanks again to our runners, GG's to them, Topplife, and Oboe. Thanks to Elendar for joining me in comms, and to Patrick for doing the tracking. That is going to be it here for us for now. Games 2 and 3, as mentioned, will be a doubleheader this Saturday. Looks like it's scheduled to start at noon Eastern, and then if needed, Games 4 and 5 will be a doubleheader on Sunday. We've got as well on the CSR schedule. Currently, we're over on CSR main. We're raiding over there. We've got Link to the Past Randomizer Cross Keys tournament match between Bredkin and Shinmaru. We've also got some Winter Randomizer matches, more Cross Keys. There's a Link to the Past Randomizer Kabuki match tournament, and some Twilight Princess besides that, too. So, about Zelda action, there's plenty of that to be had. But for now, that's going to be it here for us. Thanks for watching, all, and we'll see you next time.